You know that feeling, right? It's sometime after lunch, you're trying to work, and bam, it feels like your brain is suddenly wading through thick mud. Your energy just evaporates. Well, that is the afternoon slump, and today we are going to figure out how to solve it. So, what is it about 2 o'clock in the afternoon? Why does it feel so draining? It's a question pretty much all of us have asked. Is it that big burrito I had for lunch? Am I just sleep deprived? Well, the real answer is actually way more interesting than you'd think. So let's unravel this whole mystery together. Okay, so this is where we get to the heart of it. The common belief is, oh, I just ate a huge lunch, that's why I'm tired. Makes sense, right? But the scientific reality is that this is a biological dip that's hardwired into us. It happens even if you skip lunch. What you eat isn't the cause, but it's definitely a major accomplice that can make things so much worse. So if it's not just the food, what's the prime suspect? Well, it turns out it's something you've had with you all along. Your own biology. More specifically, your brain's hidden clock. It all comes down to what's called your circadian rhythm. Now, you can think of this as your body's internal master clock. It's this 24-hour cycle that's constantly running in the background, telling you when to feel awake and when to feel sleepy. And it turns out, right in the middle of the afternoon, it's programmed for a little intermission. So let's get a little more specific. Deep inside your brain, there's a region called the putamen. This is basically your reward center. It's the part that lights up and gets you motivated when you're anticipating something good. Like getting a compliment or seeing dessert on the menu. And here it is. This is the smoking gun. A study in the Journal of Neuroscience actually scanned people's brains and found that right around 2 p.m., activity in this reward center consistently takes a nosedive. It is not in your head. It's your actual neurobiology at work. And this quote from the lead researcher really explains the why. Your brain is literally primed by its internal clock to expect less reward in the early afternoon. So when those motivation signals are naturally lower, you feel that energy just drain away. It's like a dip in biological expectation. Okay, so if our biology is the main culprit, who are its partners in crime? Well, let's talk about accomplice number 1, the one we all suspected from the start: food. But remember this key distinction. Researchers have shown that this slump is a real biological event that can happen even if you haven't eaten a single thing. So food doesn't cause the dip, but choosing the wrong kind of food at the wrong time, that can turn a small, manageable biological dip into a deep, productivity-killing crash. And this is pretty much exactly how that crash goes down. You eat something with a lot of simple carbs, say a big plate of pasta or a sugary drink. Your body goes into overdrive, releasing a ton of insulin to deal with all that sugar. But it often overcorrects, and your blood sugar suddenly plummets. And that drop is the crash you feel, leaving you all foggy and tired. And this is what that whole roller coaster feels like. You suddenly feel hungry again, you get irritable, hangry, you get that brain fog. These are all classic signs that your blood sugar just went on a wild ride. It's basically your body sending out an SOS signal for some stable energy. All right, on to our final accomplice. And this one is super sneaky because a lot of us just completely overlook it. We're talking about a simple lack of water. Now here's where things get tricky. Your body can get its signals crossed really easily. That feeling that you think is hunger, the one pushing you towards the vending machine, might actually be your body telling you it's thirsty. And studies show that even being just a little bit dehydrated is more than enough to make you feel tired and sluggish. And what's really fascinating from the research is how dehydration affects us. It hits your mood and your energy levels the hardest. You see, you might still be able to solve a tough problem. Your cognitive performance takes only a small hit, but you'll feel way more tired, more tense, and just less alert while you're doing it. The biggest hit isn't to what you can do, but how you feel doing it. And listen, this isn't just a vague feeling. It's a measurable fact. Study after study has confirmed that these changes in mood, feeling less alert, more fatigued, are a direct result of dehydration dragging your whole afternoon down. Okay, so we've identified the prime suspect, our circadian rhythm and its 2 main accomplices, food and dehydration. The good news? We can absolutely manage them. It's time to fight back and reclaim your afternoon with a master plan. This slide lays out the game plan perfectly. First up, timing. Don't wait until you're starving. Try to eat lunch about 4 to 5 hours after breakfast to keep your blood sugar from dipping. Second, composition. Ditch the simple carbs and build your meal around protein, fiber, and healthy fats to give you sustained energy. And third, for snacking, make it a smart one, something that won't give you that quick spike and crash. So let's put this all together into a simple game plan. It's all about creating a routine that supports your body. So, number 1, keep your meal times consistent. Number 2, plan ahead so you're not caught off guard and forced to grab something unhealthy. And of course, number 3, keep a water bottle with you and make hydration a priority all day long. It's about building a system that works with your body's rhythm. But what happens if you do everything right and you still feel a crash coming on? Your first instinct is probably to grab something sugary for a quick energy boost. Don't do it. The real problem usually isn't a lack of sugar, it's unstable blood sugar. A snack that's rich in protein will actually stabilize that system and fix the problem. More sugar just starts that vicious cycle all over again. So, if you take away one thing, let it be this. Feeling that dip at 2 p.m. does not mean you're lazy or unmotivated. It is not a character flaw. It's a fundamental biological signal your body is sending you. The goal isn't to power through it or ignore it, but to actually understand what it's telling you. Look, at the end of the day, we can't just delete this dip from our circadian rhythm. It's part of being human. But what we absolutely can do is manage it. We can learn to work with our biology instead of constantly fighting against it. So the real question is, now that you know the secrets behind the slump, how are you going to listen to your body's clock?